this model kit review is of the 1983 Chevy Camaro Z28, and this is a 1/25th scale model by AMT, and shows you what the wheels and engine look like, and some decals. Don't see any pictures of the finished model. They always have the parts listing on the back, and looks like a fair number. Let's have a look inside. So first of all, here we have our chrome parts. We have two sets of wheels, two different options, and the chrome is not bad. We do have, looks like, brakes. Don't like those. We have some headers and some engine parts, and those look okay. Probably need to strip that chrome down. Here's our glass, and that's reasonably well molded. We have our, this is our rear glass, and it has the defroster built in. And let's have a look over here at our body. So our body has some engine parts, or engine bay parts, molded already, and the body is reasonably well molded, although we do have some areas of flashing. It's otherwise relatively well molded. Let's have a look at our chassis here, and we have our wheel wells and fuel tank, all molded in, and some really nice details there. So here's our hood. It's got some nice detail on the inside, and fan. It looks a little odd, to be honest. That fan looks off. It's going to be cut off and re-glued. We have some suspension parts, steering wheel, wheel parts. Here is our cockpit. We have some flashing, unfortunately. Some mold lines. The quality on this is not great. And here's our dashboard with pedal box attached. And bumper. And we've got our firewall and hose. This looks like our exhaust, mufflers, and catalytic converter. So over here we have our suspension parts. Looks like our sway bar. And this is our drive shaft and axle with the rear diff. Here we have our seats and front bumper. Got some mold lines, but otherwise okay. Here's our air intake and some pipes. The last sprue here has all our engine parts. We've got our engine block with our transmission, radiator parts, stick shift, some other engine parts, battery. Here are our heads and belts. Over here are the decals, and let's open those up and have a look. Those are very nicely printed, good quality decals. have our wheels. These are actually soft. I think they're still probably vinyl, but they've got some nice tread on them. And let's have a look at our instructions. So we start off with the engine. We put our wheels together. The front suspension goes together. There's the engine compartment. Put the radiator, firewall all mounted to the chassis. Next to rear suspension with training arms and so on. Exhaust parts go together. Then you put the cockpit together. You put some of the body parts on and mount that to the chassis. And that's optional if you wanted to have the hood up, you can have it up. And then the hood and remaining body parts. And lastly, tail lights. So all in all, it's a reasonably detailed model. Decals are nice. Molding is okay.